Welcome to episode 10 of the Final Fantasy XIII Let's Play. I'm joined again by...
I'm Hazala, hello.
And this is Dice, and we're apparently being invaded.
Cocoon is caught in the grip of a pulse-born terror. If we allow the siege activity to continue, panic will rip our world apart.
It's a lot of military for something that's not a war zone.
SciComm hasn't had to do anything in a while, so they just need to show their force, right?
Pulseless secrets
Yeah.
our very way of life. They must be eliminated.
Also, with so many people, where we show up is pretty obvious.
That is all.
This is gonna be a major character, right?
If we fail, our citizens will pay the price.
With a name like Roche, yeah, I think he has to be. I mean, plus the dude's important enough to have an assistant to, like, hand his AirPods to.
Begin operations immediately. Sir!
Yeah, Final Fantasy XIII is very
We can
trend-setting.
make it. Get to the station and board the train
Where
for
Apple
Eden.
got their
You
plans.
think it's still running?
Could be.
Well, if it isn't, we'll make it run.
Then punch straight into the heart of the sanctum? Now you're thinking like a pulseless sea.
Well, this is Operation Nora. It's not just snow I'm after. The sanctum's gotta pay too. Hey, you're the one who said we had to fight. Every minute we waste, we're tempting fate. There's some underground tunnels not far from here. I used to play in them when I was a kid. No one uses the entrance anymore, so even the army doesn't know about it. But I know where it is. We can sneak in under their noses.
Sounds good.
Great. Here we go.
So last time we left Hope and Lightning, they were looking at Palampolum from the other side of, like, the lake or harbor or whatever that this is sitting on. Pretty far distance away. Did we just walk around, like, the beach and showed up and no one noticed us that entire
No more
time? I
rivalries
guess. So they didn't really come from the
SciComm's brought in
forest.
the Guardian.
Great. And the cutscene
Okay.
just showed them
There's an old
following
drain.
the beach.
Directly over top of where we are,
To
yes.
avoid being seen.
The military has no thermal
Tunnel
sensors or
entrance is
anything.
a
They're not
little further
looking
up.
for fugitives at all.
Follow me!
So clearly this is a stealth section, right?
A stealth
Way into the
section that
tunnels
I
over there.
promptly ignore. There's some new enemy types. We gotta figure out what they're called and what they're weak to. It's the same thing that all the military people are weak to. Damage.
And apparently people walking directly up to them.
Weak to lightning. Well, good thing that she's here in our party.
Do you think that was, like, an intentional thing? Like, oh yeah, they're weak to the main character.
Be ready for the next fight.
Nice thing is we do start picking up a lot more credit chips, which, yeah, we need some gil. I hear a boar. Orb.
The nice thing is I'm betting none of these soldiers bother to, like, inform their superiors that
Oh, of course
people
not.
they're looking for are, here and attacking us.
Well, it's supposed to be shoot on sight, so that's their order, is to start firing. There was no orders to contact superiors.
Oh, this is the flaw in their military logic.
They actually they follow orders based on a gambit system, and they just didn't unlock a high enough set of slots yet.
Yeah, that's what they keep the higher rank SciComm soldiers for.
Yeah.
I also like how Hope was like, yeah, I used to play in these drainage pipes as a kid. And it's like so 3 weeks ago?
It's not even time to catch your breath.
Well, he's a big boy now. He's killed people.
There should be another drainage pipe.
Yeah, our melee version of the corpse officer. They buff people when they have people to buff. They don't buff themselves. It's a little weird.
It also said they employ water-based attacks, so am I to assume they're basically running around with squirt guns?
Maybe they're anti-riot.
Oh, yeah. Could be. Have they made it clear yet why there's so much military in Palampolum specifically?
I mean, it's just they called out. SciComm called out the Guardian Corps to work together. That's pretty much all we got right now. So SciComm felt they needed extra ground support.
Watch my back.
So we got another motorcycle, and this one can hurt. It has a move called just Gatling gun that fires like 100 damage bullets for a solid 10 seconds. So if it focuses your main character, you're basically done. The only real way to interrupt that is to stagger, and the stagger gain on it is not terrible, but you got to focus on it. So when they start throwing additional enemies with this motorcycle, it can become harrowing. Yeah, that's what he's charging there. I think we're gonna knock it out. I do wish you had some kind of indicator of how long it charges those abilities up for. I think I had the same complaint about the first Eidolon fight.
Yeah, like just throw in a cast bar.
Yeah. Maybe there's a way to see ATB gauge on enemies later, I don't remember. I think that's probably what it's related to, right?
I would think so, and if there is a way to show it, I didn't use it.
Yeah. I tried to get a nice view of the city, but at this position it locks the camera. There's quite a bit of like forced camera angles for this. You can spin it in a lot of places, but in others they just say no, you can't. They didn't render outside that box.
They didn't want you to miss these gigantic sewer pipes.
Yeah. I was trying to think of what it was. Like it almost feels like more like a road than a pipe, because like they had the pipe off to the side for sewage, so water intake.
I think we made it
And it
past
just
all the guards.
Jumps into this.
here,
Yeah.
where there's a walkway.
Nutriculture complex.
So it's the Soylent Factory.
Yes. We had quite a bit of Crystarium points available. So we maxed out primary role and get some extra nodes on the other ones. Just basically normal skill enhancements. I believe we possibly got Quake on Lightning now. So we're getting full coverage on that. Just checking if there was anything interesting. It's mostly just more of what we've already seen from the standard shops. We can buy all the weapons we basically run into at this point.
Don't worry, it'll be fine. Only kids like me know about that entrance.
They'll find it.
What
They'll
kind
call
of
in a
kid
team
is
and
Hope?
canvass the whole tunnel system.
That's
Then
a
we
good
better
question.
hurry.
So, where's this thing come out anyway?
Well, it I don't really know for sure.
I know these
We'll
tunnels
find
so
out
well.
He knows how to get into them. He just sat there and watched the Foul Sea?
Automated nutriculture. I think I remember learning about this in school. Food we ate every day came from here.
So, I'm glad the military is busy protecting the critical infrastructure of the factory that makes everybody's food.
Yeah. I mean, there. You'll see in a second here, but there is security down here. I wouldn't say
yeah.
it's good security. Also, I have a very significant gripe about these moving platforms.
Is it the impracticality?
Yeah. Oh. So this seems fine. So like, okay, there was 2 nodes here. I turned the one that was to the left, and then I turned this one, and the same exact animation place. That's a little odd. Is it different? I don't know. Okay.
That's just how falsies do it.
What it looks like down here.
So we have more flan, but these guys are wearing hats.
And they're named Flanators.
And we get that siren alarm constantly. If there is a target for them to heal, they will just heal. Which means you can force them to not attack you if you do some AoE damage, but also it means that you're probably not going to heal through their HP regen.
And you have to deal with the annoying siren.
Yes. Well, we have to for a very small amount, but I had to deal with a lot more of it. I should have just left that back in. I should have put that as this fast forward.
Yeah, just played it on a loop.
Yeah, this guy looks familiar. It's the enhanced military version of those shell things that we weren't supposed to fight at all. So we fight it.
You say enhanced, but this looks nearly completely mechanized.
Yeah, this photon burst, it does a decent amount of damage. The real annoying factor is the hard interrupt. Hope does not have vigilance yet, which means that we are susceptible to any kind of interrupt.
Here, come on, Light. Thanks.
So trying to maintain stagger or get buffs out, yep, we're just gonna lose stagger right there because Lightning had to dust herself off of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here. Good call.
I don't remember if I have... Yeah, I had to go to double medic. I'm not sure if I have what combination I have for medic, gambits, or paradigms right now.
Oh, it's invincible.
Yeah, basically. If you stagger it, it becomes susceptible just like the other one, but basically by the time you stagger it, you can kill it. It kind of makes sense that it's immune to all those status limits because we don't have a Saboteur right now either.
Do you think they intended for you to skip this one as well?
I think it kind of applies. Also, I'm just doing it poorly. Hope can apply, shell and protect, which definitely helps make it so I don't have to heal after every single one of the photon blasts, so I can maintain that. The stagger gauge doesn't fill up fast, but it also doesn't have a very high stagger.
Keep up with me, Hope.
So basically, I'm just playing very poorly, and it just happens to be the first time we
Got your
encounter
back.
it. So now we have shell and protect up. It becomes much more reasonable.
Follow my lead.
And honestly, if it just focuses on the little bit more. It's fine, and we're not going to get that. If we can get one hit out to at least stop the stagger from falling, that's what we needed.
It does go up very slow.
Double Ravager does help, but I just can't seem to find the window to actually
Keep up with me, Hope.
do that with the constant photon. There we go. And yeah, unfortunately it doesn't even go to that high of a stagger amount by base, but it has very little HP. It's now unremarkable.
Now that it has no armor.
Time to switch it up.
Just that initial stagger just takes forever. The game is disappointed in me.
So this is like a very huge room of essentially nothing going on
The city's food
for a
production
food
house.
production.
Name's Carbuncle.
There's the face.
There's
That's
two
one of our
faces, though.
enemies. Being
I
sent.
guess
Maybe?
you can't accuse their society of being run by faceless
So-
machines.
Kill him and cut off the food supply. That'll make us popular.
I think people have enough reason to hate us, don't you?
Yeah, you're probably right. Hungry people make for angry people.
Yeah, so basically, we're terrorists, and we're going to
Use that as a
kill
landmark.
the government, but we also don't want to really make people starve. If literally their entire food supply is based on this single point of failure, that
Let's head for the Val
not
City in the
every,
center.
like, how do you even maintain a god machine?
I mean, at least they have these Flanators guarding it.
Well, also the shell guy will just hold up anybody who gets too close.
That's
They'll be
true.
stuck there for 4 minutes. Plenty of time to call in reinforcements. Alright, so we're gonna... There's a whole bunch of moving platforms too. Like, are the platforms delivering anything? Because when they show up, they have nothing on them.
Right. And it's not like there's any kind of like conveyor belt or anything to be moving stuff anywhere. It's just
There's
this.
just kind of water pouring down. Is the water nutritious water? Is it literally Soylent?
It might be literally Soylent. You would think they might mention that at some point.
Oh, so this is a side area. I activated the left node and we went to the left, and there's a side area here. So I think I may have missed something back there. And I wanted to speed up the, the shell guy a little bit so we have haste.
Yeah, you probably didn't want the Flanator healing.
No.
It
Yeah,
seems-
he's focusing on hope, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say it seems to be a little smoother this time.
The game thinks so too.
Yeah. I mean, it was about a third of the time, I think, looking at the battle results.
Alright, so let's see if I can figure out how to activate critical path. So Hope is standing next to the one that I pressed earlier, but this one I can't activate. There's nothing. I can activate this one again. So I activate this one again, and it takes me to the left again.
It's useful.
And it still won't let me activate the other one, so I'm like, okay, I have to go all the way back and toggle the other switch, I guess? So this one takes me back to where we came in. Okay, that's fine. I run back, but I can activate this one, so I can activate the other one, and spoilers, it'll take us someplace new.
Will we see any food production?
It's all around you. And I was wondering if maybe I had to, like, position myself on the conveyor to hit the random node things that are floating in the air, maybe, or something. But yeah, we just get some... This is what the food is producing, Phoenix Downs.
And holy water.
Now, that wasn't Critical Path either. Oh, it just knew I was allergic to Critical Path, so it needed to make sure that I went and got those 2 items. Because now that node will work.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't know if because I toggled the one node back before I left without getting on the platform, it kept it in a weird state, or what, but it would not let me progress. And so, like, Final Fantasy X had a lot of places that I would consider, like, video game dungeons. All of the Faith Trials and some of the regular dungeons had, like, moving platforms, stuff like that. This had 2 off the beat paths, and I had a broken node.
Pulse L'Cie, using a Sanctum fallacy to tell where we're going. Sort of strange.
Not really. We've relied on them our whole lives. The food we eat, the light, and water. It's all from the fallacy. You know, I think Cocoon was really built for them. The rest of us, we're just leeches. Parasites.
You think? They protect us, nurture us. They take care of, well, normal people. They treat us like we're special. Almost like we're pets.
See, Lightning had to become an adult too early, so she didn't go through her edgy teenage phase to be able to make that connection.
To them, we are just pets. That's it. Now it makes sense. I've been so blind. I was born into a Fal'Cie world, raised on a Fal'Cie leash. It was the only life I knew how to live. When it was taken from me, I was completely lost. Without a master to follow, my life had no purpose.
Aren't they following their focus?
Listen to me.
Maybe?
This
Right,
was the
though?
curse.
Like,
It took everything from me. My future, my dreams. I didn't want to think. So I fought instead. As long as I was fighting, nothing else was real. I was running away. And you, Hope. You got swept along with me.
But Lightning, I don't understand.
Operation Nora is over.
What?
I...
No! You told me to fight!
I made a mistake!
But
We're just gonna go to sleep down here? We have plenty
do
of food.
you can't just build something up like that, then abandon me.
I won't abandon you. I won't.
I can't just throw in the towel.
so now that they've canceled Operation Nora, they're doing what?
How am I supposed to just forget about
I mean,
all
they didn't want to kill the food supply, so they we're kind of not fighting the Sanctum anymore either. But they're gonna keep fighting because there's Flaninators in front of us, so...
And to be fair, they do make that really annoying sound every time they
You guys are not
encounter-
hearing, and there was
Yeah.
3 in this combat pack. It
There's, there's just a lot of OSHA violations at this place.
like the architecture around here looks almost like a temple. We don't really talk about that, so and I can't tell if this infrastructure was added afterwards. Probably though, right?
Probably.
So what do we do now? We're Lassie, taking time bombs, enemies of Cocoon. If we can't follow the plan, do we just lay down and die?
I didn't mean we should give up.
Then what battles do we fight? And against
The
who?
Slaninators.
Tell me that.
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet.
That's right. I don't know yet. But I do know we can't
Yeah,
lose
I'm
hope.
right here.
Hope?
He already
There is
left
no
me on
hope.
that platform.
Not for Lassie.
There's you.
I knew where he was.
It's my name, not who I am.
I was just like you. My parents died. I had to be strong for Sarah, so I thought I needed to forget my past. And I became Lightning. I thought that by changing my name, I could change who I was. I was just a kid. Lightning. It flashes bright, then fades away. It can't protect. It only destroys.
Can create though.
Sarah tried to tell me, but I wouldn't listen.
There you are.
If you really are Lassie, it's my job to deal with you.
Typical.
I threatened her.
Come on, Slowpoke.
Sorry. Got held up.
Where have you been?
I'm really late, huh?
Presentation for this feels
The
like we
only
should have
one
been
who
having
believed
like
her.
ghost
No,
flashback
don't say it.
images
Don't say his
throughout
name.
the game.
Right?
It brings everything back. I keep playing it in my head. What happened to her? And then I see his stupid face and
Don't worry, Hope. We all
he's
hate him.
smiling. How can he smile when she's dead? I know! There's nothing I can do about it. I hate knowing that. No matter what happens, she's not coming back. When I was fighting, there was no time to think about it. It felt good just to
Kids
give in.
addicted to the battle high.
But now you start talking about hope. I'm sorry, I messed up.
It's my fault.
But more planeters? Yeah. definitely.
But what are we fighting for? To stop the siren. That's what we're fighting for.
You don't even need to be a Lassie for that. Like, you just need to be here for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, so there was a total of 4 platforms, 2 of which you only needed to flip one toggle. There were some enemies down there, but those were just respawned from the set we went to the left for. That was it. So, like, I don't know if this place is supposed to be bigger at one point, more involved.
Or at least more like world building.
Could have run into a scientist being like, yeah,
Talk to your dad.
it's malfunctioning slightly.
Why?
Fighting without hope is no way to live. It's just a way to die. I want you to find the hope you were named for. Staying alive, I can help you with, but I can't give you hope if you go to see your father.
You think meeting my dad will make anything better? He's never listened to a word I've said. He'll never believe all this Lassie stuff.
You can kind of conjure the elements out of thin air.
Not to mention, it's a big enough deal that the military's literally swarming the
Sarah,
town.
didn't he?
Yeah.
So why did they have to go through there?
It was to get into the city without the military knowing. The military that we fought constantly while going through there.
And then, like, the entrance to that place is literally like a manhole in the public square.
Yup. But it's okay, because we get trailer cutscenes.
I'm noticing a critical flaw in this plan.
These are Lassie. Show no mercy. They aren't people. They're targets.
Start running.
What?
I'll keep him busy.
But
You survive.
Is our main character gonna change?
Is he actually gonna run?
Oh, who's that?
Oh.
Wait, our hero's here.
I mean, I'm sure he'll say it.
Gonna need a plan.
Oh
Since when
no.
have heroes ever needed plans?
How do you learn that that's how you activate this?
You just know.
it's him.
It looks cool, but also Fang could probably have better aim.
Well, I mean, that guy's named. He can't just die in a
Yeah,
cutscene.
true.
Obviously, we have to fight him.
Take us out! Yeah!
Lightning!
Oh my god. Just hate him.
Whoa!
Take care of him.
Lightning, listen to me.
Is that
Get
even a
moving.
good idea?
No, you don't understand. Sarah's all right. She'll turn back.
Operation Nora is canceled, so it's fine.
Take care of Hope.
Wait!
And then there
She
were
had, like,
three.
all but admitted the kid's kind of fucked up and it's her fault. And after, like, this one sentence, like, yeah, Operation
Gotta go.
Nora is canceled, and she just, like, shoves him with the guy he wants to kill. I don't think you're helping.
About to fight it out. He's protecting Hope.
One's down.
Then shouldn't he have a helmet if he's gonna be on the motorcycle?
I got this one.
So yeah, they start us in Gestalt mode for Shiva. The first time we're using Shiva. With a ticking countdown of usage of Shiva. Hope you looked up what the abilities do, or just spam use anything?
Cool 'em off!
At least the Gestalt finisher can break damage limit.
Way to go.
Unfortunately, all the stagger bar I had gets wiped out. And also we're here by ourselves.
Well, yeah, he's protecting Hope right now.
While concentrating on this single enemy.
I mean, at least all of the ice effects were cool.
I guess the ice is keeping away the aircraft that were, like, swarming above us?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, basically I'm being a big dump. I have enough technical points that when my health gets low, I can just summon Shiva again. I didn't think that this thing would be a health sponge in this situation, but...
Yeah, you would think they would have given you an enemy that you can kill quickly to keep up with the momentum of the events of the game.
Like, I try using Sentinel and it's like, but that doesn't... I'm not gonna kill it ever if I just have Sentinel out.
It's not really the most effective role for one person.
Very much not. Yeah, I learned that, hey, I'm not gonna be able to out-heal this thing, and summons give me full HP, so this is a time that was actually useful.
Show 'em how it's done.
Yeah, unfortunately, Shiva's still a motorcycle.
They expect that fight to take 11 minutes.
11 minutes.
They start you in Gestalt mode, and the par time is 11 minutes.
What's up?
Where have you been?
I got taken in.
Wait, what?
I've been in
Not by
juvie.
It was the cavalry.
They're teaching me how to be a
not
dad.
Saigon. Leader's name is Rains. He said he'd lend us Lassie a hand. So now, your hero is back.
The lessons didn't stick.
Why would the army help us? That doesn't make sense.
The military's got all kinds. Not all of them like the Sanctum. Don't worry. I'll handle the bad guys. Come on.
Snow is the worst character they could have picked to explain that to us. Like...
Yeah, so they're just describing Sentinel role. We've already used it in the past. We've had it available with Snow previously. Vendetta allows you to do counterattacks, kind of. I try using it, and I don't know if you have to target a specific person and counterattack just them, or if it only works on melee attacks or what, but Most of these guys have guns.
Is that some kind of
and
Lassie power?
counterattacks didn't work against guns.
I think it does have to be a like a melee attack.
But also, we had 14,000 Crystarium points available for Snow. So... yeah, he just basically finishes off 2 rolls. Just checking which items ahead really don't have any damage up for him, so he just gets more HP. And the time honored tradition of resetting all of my paradigm because it can't just keep them consistent across party compositions.
Of course not.
Oh. Dead Psychom, Dead Corb. Just, we're the heroes.
Considering how many soldiers there was, there's relatively few bodies.
Yeah, this Psychom guy in the back just has a bazooka launcher. Like, I thought that they were trying to teach me, you know, make sure you use Sentinel. It does increase, like, other defensive stats too. It's not just eating damage, but you basically have to spam provoke to actually keep attention on you.
It's all about teamwork.
And if you're spamming provoke, you're not doing damage.
Or building stagger.
The more critical point, yeah. And I have a decent amount of block even when not in Sentinel, which is weird. I am right now.
Thanks, Hope.
I think it applies the block rate increase as soon as you paradigm switch, even if it hasn't applied the animation yet.
How about this? How about this?
Worst part is how they're playing Snow's theme instead of the battle theme.
Yeah. I mean, we've had the battle theme pretty consistently for the entire game. Even the combat with lightning and Hope use the standard battle theme. So it's nice that they will change it up occasionally.
Yeah, I'm just being harsh on Snow.
I don't know if it's supposed to be cool or... He's tired, he's huffing and puffing, and then... Hope's just there.
Yeah.
Why'd I have to get stuck with him?
Like, Hope is stuck with him, even though he could probably just, like, leave?
Yeah, I do like that Hope pretty much just doesn't have any care for Snow, and he's actually showing it this time. The last time, he was just very confused at what he was even supposed to be doing. And now he's basically just... He's had enough conversations with Lightning about Snow that he's basically just done with all of Snow's posturing. Yeah, the Scavenger will instantly apply Vigilance to itself, which just means that we can't interrupt its attack unless we stagger it. So, Vigilance on the enemy doesn't really change a whole lot. the fodder enemies basically just become more annoying because they will still get their normal hits off. And they try throwing larger and larger groups at us. Which feels like it's supposed to be encouraging Sentinel, but again, you will never kill these guys because you'll have a single Ravager, which means the stagger meter will never finish filling.
You'll have another 11-minute fight.
Yeah. So I can see where these encounters were designed from a structure standpoint, but Sentinel has a very specific time and place, like right now. But with so many enemies, Hope could, if I didn't have the massively upgraded Vandal on Hope, he would be dying so fast under normal circumstances.
Yeah, like, it feels like you probably only really needed one battle to learn how to use Sentinel, and it probably could have been that very first one that you start off with Shiva.
Thanks, partner.
I mean, with the Gestalt mode, maybe there's a combination of Gestalt abilities that I could have quickly gone through that with the initial one.
Thanks, Hope.
And so they didn't want to make that a teaching lesson, and also they didn't do a tutorial until we came out of that.
That's true, they didn't. But it could have been easily before that. I mean, it would have messed up the flow of everything, but so does putting an 11-minute fight after that action-packed cutscene, so clearly that wasn't the concern. But it also just kind of feels like they assume the player is stupid and won't figure out how to use Sentinel unless they just give you these fights.
Well, do you remember if there was a demo for 13?
I don't remember.
Because I can see, because they had a Sentinel tutorial when we had the triple battle against the refight of the Scorpion tank, right in Chapter 3, start of Chapter 3.
Oh, you know what?
We weren't controlling Sentinel at that time, but we had Snow that it encouraged you to be a Sentinel in that fight.
There was a demo, right? It came out on the Advent Children.
Oh, okay.
So like, not like the collector's edition because it was already out, but they did like a re-release edition or whatever.
Yeah. I'm wondering if the demo was this section, because I know for a fact that that major cutscene we saw was a significant portion of the at least some of the trailers.
Yeah. I don't think we ever got the demo, because that Advent Children thing was only Japan, so I'm not sure, but like I don't think it was this section.
Okay. I mean, it'd be weird if Lightning was like the box character in this section doesn't have it, but I could see them removing some of the cutscenes and putting an extra character in to show you the paradigm system and stuff like that.
Time to switch, kiddo.
Also, this guy's color combination is very in your face. I think the first one was too, but the second one was more military. This, he's a firefighter maybe?
I think his name is Psycom Warlord.
I think that's the name of the first one too. I think like that's the class of, and it was just weird.
Oh, follow my lead. That's what I'm talking about.
think the reason why we didn't use a lot of shrouds is because we didn't get a lot of shrouds.
No.
Because we get maybe like 1 or 2 in a chest per chapter, and then they drop so piecemeal from the actual encounters.
Wrapped up and ready!
It sure is convenient that all of that ice stuck around so you could get up here, though.
Well, is it ice or is it crystal?
Well, it's crystallized ice. There we go. Covered because we had crystallized fire.
Yeah.
How about this?
It's so convenient that he was named Snow, so he got the ice-based element.
Oh, follow my
It
lead.
is kind of weird.
It's all about teamwork.
This is just a part of Operation Nora.
Okay. But I thought that was canceled.
No, he's still holding on to that operation, or he wants the badge at the end.
I like how he says that, and Snow, who leaded a group also called Nora, isn't like, what is that?
Well, come on! Time to switch, kiddo.
Knowing Snow, so he wouldn't know what Hope's reference to Nora would be at this point, right?
Right.
So Snow has a big enough ego that maybe he just thought that Lightning told him what Nora was to their group, and is like, yeah, we're doing this because we need to.
That's true. I can see Snow believing, oh, like, oh yeah, he's one of me.
It's all about teamwork.
Oh, I was hoping the fall damage would have finished him off.
So many times, it's always so close.
Time to switch, kiddo. You see that?
Snow on his commando doesn't even have bullets, so the fact that these large groups are available, you can't even do any kind of area damage. It's just insult to injury.
And no Quake either.
Yeah. It might be available. I could have just picked the wrong tree for it. I didn't check
True.
the trees. Something had said that I had to do commando first. It's just, that seems like the common pairing. I wonder if this helps with Protect. Hey look, it helps with Protect.
It's just like, yeah, I'll wait here.
Just waiting for the right moment.
We fight and we
I guess Hope
survive.
has an interesting problem here where he's like, man, I really want to stab Snow in the back, but I also don't want to be caught fighting these guys on my own. So I have to time this right.
So if you're a trained soldier, are you trained to just accept that your friend will occasionally be punched to death and launched 50 feet into the air? And to be okay with it during combat?
Especially if, like, you're SciComm and haven't really seen any fighting in enough time that nobody in the active force has really encountered combat.
I can take it.
So is their training just them being told, by the way, you're gonna be going up like, you know, tens of people against a single dude, and you probably aren't gonna kill him because they're just that much stronger than you, and there's nothing we can really do about that.
I mean, we could probably send, you know, our full militarized force with aircraft carriers, but there's too much crystal around sometimes, and we just can't fly there. So, you know.
They had all of those airships, and they're just like, no, we're out of here as soon as Snow shows up.
How about this?
So does that mean that the guys that were fighting also just got, like, left behind? Did they
Yeah, maybe.
partially withdraw?
How about this? It's all about teamwork.
At least Snow always looks angry, so him provoking kind of makes sense. If you had the opportunity to punch Snow, would you?
Probably.
To really provoke would just be passive on him.
Yeah, pretty much. They kind of designed his character in a way that's just like that guy. I don't know. It's very extreme.
Thing is, he has good intentions, he just comes off very brash.
Yes. And is very much exactly the person that is like, I'm never going to talk about my feelings, really. But I'm just going to act completely overconfident all the time, even though I have doubts.
I feel like there might be an encounter here. There wasn't.
There wasn't. Oh, look, they are scouring the tunnels after all.
Did they not call in the location of all the previous combats I just had?
Seems like you've
They're
toughened up.
just late.
I'm a Lassie. I had to.
Yeah, the only ones that ought to be fighting the army are us dumb grown-ups.
You think it's stupid to fight?
It is if you get killed.
That's a little insensitive.
Anyway, just lay low. Let the dummies do
Alright,
it.
you don't want my help at all? You were perfectly good for the 11-minute fight
The
earlier.
army's no match for Nora, right?
He was
I think someone's gonna get stabbed.
Oh no.
We'll have to wait till next week to find out what happens. Thanks for watching.
See you later.